Hi, I'm Liz.
And I'm Ashley. And this is the Besties in the Books podcast. We made that nice and awkward for you guys.
Yep,
nice
time.
And icky, if you will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The theme of the day.
Things that give us the ick. We are the Besties in the Books podcast. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and your reading to join us.
Yes, welcome. Welcome to our What Gives You the Icks episode.
So fun.
Yeah, at least the first one. We'll probably do more, but this is the first one. Give you the introduction. So just want to say it. In a lot of our episodes, we're talking about specific books. So the first 15 minutes are spoiler free. Today, we're not talking about specific books. We're just going off on some crazy side tangents.
Little rabbit holes of things that we kind of like talk about on the side whilst reading. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This just happened.
We're talking about book tropes that we, don't like, basically.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into that. But first, we wanted to go ahead and start off with our usual faves and fails of the week. And we've got some good ones. We've got some good ones. We're
going to get into that, but also, of course, as usual, wherever you are listening to this podcast and or watching, please subscribe and follow, rate, comment, hang out. Just come have a good time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you are listening to this podcast, you can also watch it, and that's where you can really comment and kind of. I would love to find out what your guys' icks are. So please go to YouTube, comment along there, subscribe to us there, and you can watch the fiasco. There will be some pictures.
Yeah.
We have some pictorial evidence of some things we're going to be discussing today.
But we should make sure to put on Instagram as well, because everybody's got to see this, guys.
Some fun times were had this week in the adventures of Ashley and Liz and the Besties in the Books podcast in the wild.
In the wild of Disney.
Disneyland. Just a little taster there. So at Instagram, you can follow us at the Besties in the Books podcast on Instagram. TikTok is at the Besties in the Books pod. You can also follow our personal accounts too, which is I'm Ashley Icks.
And I'm the real life vegan wife.
So there you go. But back to the episode today. Always have to make sure you guys can know what's up. Okay?
Yeah, and where to find us.
Yeah.
So faves and fails of the week. So this is something we like to start off with, so you guys can kind of see what we've been up to this week. So I'm still down in SoCal visiting Ashley, so we spent a couple days at Disney. So we decided to do a joined.
Yeah, because they're all. We have our favorites are in common and our fails are in common.
Yeah.
Because we've been experiencing life together for like 2 weeks. Yeah.
So we decided to do Faves and Fails Disney edition from the last couple days. Okay.
Let us take you on a journey.
On a special journey.
To the center of the earth.
We'll start with the fail. Because the fail leads into the fave.
For sure.
In such a profound way.
So it was the journey was worth it. We took a journey, if you will, like a journey trope, you know?
A journey? Yeah,
we took a journey trope.
Like an epic quest.
So we were at Disney California Adventure. Yeah. It was a day of fun. We were in line first and foremost, because I feel like this is important. Yeah. For California Screaming and Credit Coaster. That's what it's called now. So they rethemed it. We were in line for that for like 15 minutes. It gets closed. We have to leave. Oh, bummer. Okay, it happens all the time. So we check out the wait times on the app, and we see that Cars, the ride in Cars Land, is only 70 minutes, which I have a pass to Disneyland, so I go all the time. I never see it below that, like around that time. It's always 2 hours.
And I've never been on it. Like, I've been to Disneyland a bunch of times. For some reason, I've never ridden it. Probably because the wait's always long.
Because the wait is always crazy.
Yeah, so we're like, okay, here's the thing. We're like, we both have Crescent City 3 on our Kindle app, so we're just going to read that in line.
Yeah, we decided when we were at Disneyland the day before, I was like, we were trying to make sure we could read this in time while we're here, because we want to film an episode about Crescent City 3. Yeah. And also enjoy it, but I was like, would it be crazy if we just... Hey, we already have 5 copies each of Crescent City. Why don't we just also download the Kindle version too?
Which we did.
And so we did. Yeah. And it was very helpful. And we actually got a lot more read that way. Yeah. So that was great. So we're like, we'd already been like on a bunch of rides already. It was like 12:30. Like, let's get a little snacky snack. We got these great snacks at Adorable Snowman, which was the guy from Monsters Inc. He has a great little shack that's underrated. That's kind of like Dole Whip, but different flavors.
So good.
We got that. It was so good. It's lemon and mango, and you can get the swirl. So these are a little bit of faves friendly too. These are some more faves. Yeah. But we're setting up the scene for you, so don't lose us. Okay, I don't want to lose you guys. But yeah, so we have that in hand because we're ready. We're like, it's a 70-minute wait. We'll have a little snack in line. We'll read some books. This will be perfect. So, and it was. Until things just started happening. Journeys were taking place. So we got in line and we were probably waiting for about 15 minutes, still enjoying our snack because it's cold. It's not melting fast. It's great. And this guy gets on the loudspeaker. And I won't even call it that the way he was using it. And he was like, even the girl, the mom in front of us, after a couple times he said something, she was like, what is this? Like a romance novel or something? She said something funny. And I was like, I don't know. Nobody knows what he's saying, but we're just like, okay, whatever. Nobody's leaving. Nobody's panicking. It's fine. Yeah. And then about another 15 minutes goes by. Somebody finally gets on the loudspeaker that knows how to talk and says, like, what did he, like, what, do you remember exactly what it was?
Well, it happened quite a few times when we were in line. This time, I think that they said, it was basically like a warning. Like, hey, when you got in this line, the wait was 70 minutes. Now it's up to...
I think he said like an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. But at some point, it got all the way up to like 2.5 hours.
It just kept like getting worse and worse. Yeah. And we're moving, okay? The cars, you know how some queues are very deceiving? The cars queue was very deceiving. Like, we were like, okay, well, it looks like we're almost there. But it just kept going like around these weird rocks and it inches. It inches. So you feel like you're getting nowhere. It was like one of those bad dreams where you're running and you're stuck just in the mud. Nowhere. Like you're going nowhere. But it's like you've already
been there for so long. You don't want to give up. You know what I mean? It's like, what do we do now? And you're kind of trapped in there. Like,
you're kind of trapped. Yeah. You're kind of trapped. Like, kids are crying, jumping off the walls. Yeah. People are giving up. We're like, at that point that we were like, oh, things are getting serious. I think we're at like the hour and a half, 2 hour mark. And we saw we had so much more to go. And I'm just like, well, yeah, we're already here. We're already in this together. We got to keep going, So we're just going, but it started getting really hard. And then like every time they made an announcement, it got longer. So it was like up to 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
But we had already been in line for a while, so we're thinking like, okay, it can't be that bad. We're almost there, right? Right? Like, hopefully.
Oh my gosh, we're getting delirious. And at that point, we're trying to read, but like our legs are hurt because it's different to be walking around all day, but when you're standing in one place on concrete, it hurts. Yeah. So we're getting a little bit delirious at that point, but we're doing it, and we finally get on. I think it was a total of 2.5 hours. Yeah. And it was funny since she's never ridden it, and I've only ridden it like, I want to say maybe 4 times. And it's been like 10 years. I don't know the last time I rode it. It's been a long time because I have little kids and only one of them now is old enough to ride it. But the wait's always 2 hours. I'm not doing that. Yeah. So we get on it and it's like at the beginning, it's like a little bit slow and like so slow. And she's like,
and the music is like,
this is what I waited for. I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah. I had like a mini panic. Yeah. Like, I can't.
Like it's just a Fantasyland ride, which they're fun, but I would never wait 2 hours for Pinocchio. Yeah. It felt like that at first.
And it's a fun ride. Don't get me wrong.
It got crazy and like fun and like, but not crazy. You have to know.
I think I'd wait 45 minutes. Yeah. Maybe for it. But like 2.5 hours, no.
Yeah, so that's our fail. Like,
that's the fail.
It was like,
it wasn't a fail, but
because it would have been a fail if it happened like we went to Oogie Boogie Bash and like things kept closing. We were next in line to go. Yeah. So I was just like holding my breath that cars didn't close right when we were stepping on. Yeah. That would have been a fail.
Yeah. I mean,
we would have still made memories. Like,
it's not really a fail, but it's a fail because it was crazy.
Because it was crazy and it's not what we signed up for. So we go on the ride, and for context about the Cars line, I know some people don't like to know what is, I don't know, if you have a Disney trip coming up, like, don't listen to what happens on the ride. I don't know. Just some context, but all I'm saying is it's not a crazy roller coaster. It's a car, and you see cool Cars Land stuff, and you do a little race, and it's fun, it's fast. It's not as fast as even the Incredicoaster. It's not, I'm trying to like...
I would say like on a scale of...
It's not even as fast as Thunder Mountain. Like, I feel like Thunder Mountain's more intense.
Yeah, it is. Like on a scale of, let's say, like the lowest intensity ride being like The Little Mermaid. Okay? Okay. And the highest intensity ride being like the Incredicoaster or like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
It goes upside down. Yeah.
It would be like possibly a 3.
Yeah.
That's what
maybe a 5.
Maybe
in
a 5.
the world of Disney.
How would it be that doesn't make any sense?
It would be half the intensity. It wasn't that intense. You're right. It was a 3.
If it was a 5, that would mean it would be the same intensity as their Incredicoaster.
Oh no, I thought you said 10.
No, 1 to 5.
Oh, 1 to 5. I
was like, are you okay? This makes no sense.
The truth comes out. This will all be explained soon.
But yeah, it would be like a 3. It'd be like a 3.
I agree.
Yeah.
So maybe a 2.5 then. I'm thinking like half of the intensity.
Okay, so just so you guys know, you could very easily like be comfortable taking young kids on it.
Yeah. It's not a scream fest.
No.
You're not going to get scared. It's very fun.
We're just painting the picture.
We're painting the picture because this is important. We're literally painting the picture.
Yeah.
For the picture that
you
came.
will see soon.
So we get off. We have a great time on Incredicoaster. It's good. It's fun. We're like, oh, this is great.
On cars.
I mean, sorry, on cars.
Yeah.
And we get off and they have the fun pictures that they take of you.
Yeah.
Whilst on the ride. Okay, we're gonna pull it up too, so we can react about it again because it's brought us a lot of joy.
Yeah. Like. Okay? I'm so excited for you guys to see this. I hope you think it's like even half as funny as we thought it was the first time we saw it.
Okay, ready? So this is our fave of the week, hands down.
You're gonna pop it up on the screen in like its full glory.
Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Okay.
Oh my god.
This is what we gotta have memorialized forever.
It's good every time. It's good every time. What? It's good every time. I'm never going to be tired of it.
What am I doing with my hands? What is I doing with my face?
Let me see. Zoom in.
It looks like I'm on a scale of 1 to 5, a 10.
Yeah, like that's terror.
That's terrifying. It's terrifying. I look terrified. It's just
here. Zoom in on your face for me so I can see you up close.
Okay, everybody zoom in. This is great.
It's funny every time. I can't. I'll never freaking get tired of this. Ashley and I were literally laughing so hard
dying.
That we were both crying.
But you guys have to look at Liz, okay? She's having a great time. Like it's great. That's the right reaction. Everybody else in the car, sorry, like you see everybody's chilling, okay?
Yeah.
Everybody's chilling. That guy in the back is like, this is great. And I just look like I'm pooping my pants. I don't know. Like, I look like I'm having a heart attack. Things look bad.
Your neck has disappeared. Your hands are like...
What am I doing with my hands? What did you say earlier? What did you say earlier?
I don't know.
You said, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, Jesus, take the wheel. That's literally it.
It looks like it.
Oh my god. Ashley's, I mean, we were laughing so hard. Ashley was almost laying on the ground.
She's a giant marshmallow. Like I was wearing a puffer jacket because it was so cold and my chest.
Were you like sinking into it?
Why did I sing? Like everything about. Like every time we look at this, I find new things about this picture.
You're defying gravity. It's like your body's going down, your jacket's coming up, and it's not a roller coaster, so it doesn't make any sense.
This is like maybe I went through like another time portal and got dropped in the cars ride, and my memory was erased because it looks way too intense for that ride. I couldn't reenact it if I tried. Like, okay, I'm gonna try.
I love it so much.
Like,
oh no,
I can't.
Yeah, no, that's like it's purely organic.
It looks you're like, sure, you're not scared, Ashley. Okay. Oh,
that's so good.
So crazy.
I wish that we somehow had like a video of like the aftermath of seeing that photo because we were just walking and crying and laughing. Ashley's falling down in the street
in the middle of cars, like that
land
big
or whatever
road that they have go up, and I literally fell to my knees dying. we have tears streaming down our face of laughter. We were those guys. That meme. I'll put up the meme.
Seriously, though.
We were those guys.
Yeah, like we just couldn't stop.
Yeah.
And it's funny still every single time.
So that was our fave and our fail. Our fail and our fave.
You're
our fail became a fave. And part of it is because we were so delirious
It was a time.
It was a perfect storm.
It was a perfect storm.
And this is why, y'all, you gotta live your life and experience things. Go in the 2-hour line. Make some memories. Have some fun.
Yeah. See what happens. What's the worst that could happen? You end up with a photo like that.
I have no shame. I love it. I love that it brings us so much joy. And I love that those people will have that picture forever. If they took a picture of it, they're going to be like, what the heck is this girl doing?
I wonder if there's other people right now talking about that.
Just look at this girl in the picture. Why is she this giant marshmallow crying? I remember seeing that.
Is she okay?
Is she okay? I wonder what happened to her.
I know. Oh, man.
We're dying. It was great. It was great. So there you go. You guys.
Anytime you're feeling low, just pull that.
We'll be posting it on Instagram so you can zoom in all its glory.
Yeah.
In case you didn't get enough here on the watch back. Okay. And yeah, if you're listening to this, you gotta go check out the picture because it's just great.
Yeah.
If it's just funny to us, then it is what it is. And I hope you guys.
I really don't. I feel like that's a universally funny experience because I feel like that's why they have
I love
those
looking
photos.
at pictures. Yeah, I love looking at pictures of people on those. I just love
there was a really good one last time. Wasn't because we went during Halloween. So wasn't there a girl who was riding the Incredicoaster and she was in our photo. She was wearing like a lobster costume.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love the Oogie Boogie Bash photos. Because it's like, I don't remember a lobster being on the ride with us.
She was really funny. So if you were the lobster, congrats. You gave us a a good laugh. That was awesome.
See, I love it. It's so fun.
Bringing joy
that
to
was
the masses.
Great. That was great fun. Good way to warm us up, guys.
Yeah.
That's great.
Tell us what you think. Or if you want to share any of your photos.
I would love that.
Yes. Please do.
DM us on
your
Besties in the Books podcast on Instagram.
Photo of like a ride photo.
Photo.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be from Disney. It could be from like any theme park. But just like, please. Oh my gosh, I want to see them.
Yeah. Fun fact about Disney right now is you can download the pictures for free on the Disney app if you have the code. So that's how I got it.
By Disney, just kidding.
I wish. Oh, man. Yeah, that's would be goals, man. So, but yeah, I just lost my brain. Hang on.
We're just talking about how you could download the photos for free.
That's it.
But yeah, anyway, share your photos with us. Send us a DM.
And if you want us to share it on one of these future podcasts. Please let us know
in the DM that that's okay. Yeah. That way
we'll
can
share
repost.
it in the stories. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we have your permission to repost it and you send it to us, we'll repost it in the stories.
We just all want to laugh.
We just all want to laugh, man. Life's too short and things are too serious. You got to not take yourself seriously. No. Because, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I know. I got to look through, because, I have a lot of the Disney photos from back in the day that you print out when you're there, and they put it in the little envelope thing or whatever. So I should look and see if I have any good ones.
Well, we got to get that one framed. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
We had a lot of good ones from that day. It was super fun. It was a great day. So it was fun. There we go. So it's a perfect setup for a podcast like this because it's our Icks.
Oh my God, that's how Ashley feels. Oh, we'll talk about it later. It's like your face that you made in that photo is like how you feel about your number one
That'll just be my face every time I'm like, no, I really, really icked about something.
Yeah.
That's my ick face.
Oh my God, that's awesome. So first of all, we feel like we need to say this because it's important.
Yeah. Get serious.
Get serious for a second. Yeah, because, that's how we live our lives, totally seriously.
Oh, yeah.
So what we mean by icks are just things we don't personally enjoy, okay? So that doesn't mean that they're icky in general. It doesn't mean that we think they're bad. It doesn't mean that we think that people shouldn't be writing about them.
Or that people shouldn't like it.
Exactly. Like whatever you
like. Like whatever you like. We are not here to yuck anybody's yum. Everybody has preferences. Yeah. These are just things that make us feel icked.
Yeah,
in one reason. Personally, not generally speaking.
Yeah.
Because I might have some that, she doesn't care about and vice versa, just like you guys. I mean, it's like the chip aisle. Go down the chip aisle and there's...
Life is like the chip aisle.
Life is like the chip aisle. Yeah. Life is like a box of chocolate. No.
You never know what you're going to get. And sometimes you get something you don't like that much.
No, it's not at all what the chip aisle, you have all these chips to choose from. Oh my God, everybody's going to choose something different. What's going on? Just keep it going.
Not everyone likes salt and vinegar chips.
I do not. Those are ick.
I do.
So there you go.
But that doesn't mean that Ashley thinks that the salt and vinegar chips shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Or that I'm a bad person.
Like, I'm happy for you. Good for you.
Exactly. I'm happy for you.
I'm glad you found something you like. It's a good analogy.
Yeah, it is.
I just give you, there you go. Life is like a box of chips or a bag aisle of chips. A
bad guy. It's like the cherry chocolate cordials, okay? They're my personal favorite. Everyone hates them.
I like cherry cordials.
Good. Okay. Well, we just figured it out.
We didn't know that about you.
I know.
Nobody likes them.
I know. I guess we're the only two. We really just discovered that.
Like, literally.
That's awesome.
We just both discovered we don't all like Chinese food.
Yeah.
And we've been friends for 22 years.
Literally, we figured that out.
But I was
yesterday.
like, hey, you know what? It's never come up that we
because no one ever suggests
Chinese foods. It's one of those, like, if it doesn't come up, it doesn't come up.
Yeah. Okay. So now we know we could buy a literal whole box of those weird cherries and, like, we'd eat them all.
Chocolate covered cherries.
They're so good.
People really have a lot of strong opinions about cherry in general. So I think that's where it stems from.
Cherry's good.
There's people right now, they're like, oh, yeah, that's gross. And there's people like, oh, my people.
Yeah.
You know, in that department. All of you are my people, are peoples. Yeah. But, like, some of you don't like cherries and some of you do.
So anyway. This is actually just a podcast about food.
Well, I don't mind.
Well, do you like it or do you not like
it? Ick or not ick?
That's all this is about. Okay, well, we did learn something new about each other, so that's good.
And you did too.
Yeah.
You guys probably learned a lot about us.
It's great. Well, okay. Now I know what I'm getting you for Valentine's Day. So. Okay, so anyway, we did feel the need to say that just because we don't want anyone to feel left out.
Yes.
Also, have it be said that probably, you know, some of Ashley's icks are not my icks, so I like them and vice versa. So that's just
no judgments. No, on anybody who likes what we don't like.
No, you do you.
You do you, boo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, okay, so do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Sure. Let's start with the one that gave us the inspiration for this video.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up.
Let us.
I was like, and you know what? I was even like, I was going to save this for a podcast, but I feel so strongly that I needed to talk about it. And some of you guys who follow me on Instagram know what this is because I made a reel about it. I posted stories about it. I was having a hard time.
I love it.
So my number one ick is going to be.
Yeah, we're doing them in the order of how much they ick us out too. So like this is the most. Number one.
Number one, skin tails. I'm going to pop a picture on the screen.
Wait, pop the picture of a skin tail with your face from the ride next to it. Staring at it.
I have to Google this later. Great. I have to go look at skin tails, my favorite. So gross. In case you don't know what a skin tail is, it's a tail that's just skin. Some people don't have the YouTube on. They need to know.
Yeah, Google it. You're welcome.
Oh, gross. I'm scared of what's going to pop up when I Google that.
I know, me too. That's why. That's like at your own risk.
Listen, look.
Oh
okay, God. Not only that, I don't have a problem with furry tails. I need to make that clear. Okay, and we're talking like tropes. Like, okay, the inspiration from this is I was trying to read/listen to the Cruel Prince series, and people have their thoughts. Everybody's been really kind. It's 50-50. Some people are really team no skin tail. Some people are teams, I like it.
Yeah, I like it. It's good.
I like it. I like his tail. I'm having a hard time. I got through the first 2 books. It's not mentioned a crazy amount, but it's enough that I'm like, ah!
And there's a lot of character art out there. Trust me, because once I found this out, I sent Ashley a bunch of it.
Thanks for that. Like, great. It's like, I got to be careful what I tell you because I'm going to get like bombarded with. She's going to desensitize me.
That's great. The goal.
That's great. You can make you okay with skin tails.
Yeah, or at least just, you know, I don't know. It's fun for me knowing that you'll open your DMs and that's what'll be waiting for you.
So one of the main men, in case you didn't read it, has a skin tail. So some people are into it. And it got worse somehow. I was imagining the shallow hell tail. So that wasn't good. But like more pointed like a rat tail. Like a chihuahua's tail without hair. That to me is a skin tail. It's so gross. And it somehow got worse when they're like, no, but there is hair. And then it's like a tuft of hair at the base. And it's not fur. It's like men's nether region hair.
Okay, that is not real. Like, I feel like you made that up.
No, some of the pictures you sent me, it's like a tuft and then the tail comes out. And then at the end is another little tuft of hair.
But it's like...
not cute. Not cute hair. Fur is fine. It's a different texture.
That's hilarious. I can't. See, I never really thought too much about it.
I thought way too much about it. I made up for that. And I was the thing is, I forgot about it, so it was a jump scare.
It was a jump scare.
Because I read the first book with you.
Insert your photo again.
I read the first book with a lot of you guys. We read Cool Prince on book club and Fable. And actually, I don't know if Fable was going on yet, but we read it together. All of us. Every single one of you. Even the newcomers. Read it with us.
You're familiar.
In your mind. I forgot that it was only like mentioned once or twice that he has a secret tale.
Well, because he's like, I can't remember now, but he's like a shifter.
I don't know. No, he's not. I don't know. He just has
like
one.
half fae. I can't remember what it
guys.
is. I didn't like
You'll
it very
tell
much.
us. It was just whatever. A lot of people love that book, and I'm happy for them. I like things about it, but not this.
I like her writing. Anyways, this is not about
so that. Yeah, anyways. Besides the point. I was trying to listen to the audio of Wicked King, and all of a sudden there's intimate moments happening, and she mentions his skin tail. So that's why it was a jump scare. So I was like, no! And I'm washing dishes. I was like, I made that face. I swear I must have made that face.
Oh my God.
Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just like having something trauma where it just randomly pops in my mind. I'm like, no!
I think that's what you're thinking about when you're on the Cars ride. Skin tail.
Okay, that's my ick.
You're number one. Okay.
Number one ick.
Okay, so
let us know how you feel about
after that, I feel like mine's going to be so boring.
It does. It's okay. It's all right.
So my number one ick is basically like nice guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so like golden retrievers or like what did I put? I put like so my least favorite trope is like nice guys, but under that, so it'd be like 1A, category like 1A would be like like guys who recite poetry.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure
what
that's
about
what I put.
guys
I'm just
that
checking.
write you a song and play on the guitar?
That's the same as poetry.
So many guys do that in high school.
It's like that montage in Barbie, you know, where they're all singing the song. Yeah. Okay. So it's basically nice guys. Golden retrievers will just do anything you say. The guy who like carries your purse. I was like telling my husband about this, and he was like, "Oh, what a bad guy! He carried your purse." And I'm like, "No, it's gross. Like it icks me out. I can't stand it.
Like all the time, or like to help out?
No. Like if your hands are full because you just went grocery shopping,
that would give you the ick.
No. Like if he grabs it out of the back seat to take it into the house.
That's a little brutal.
No, but like the guy who's like in the background behind you, like always carrying your stuff, or like always kind of fading away so that you could have the spotlight. Like it's just gross to me.
Yeah.
And, like, if that's what you're into, that's totally fine. But it doesn't do it for me. And the poetry reading thing, I can't take it. Yeah, songwriting, same thing.
Yeah.
It's all in the same category. That's my number one ick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know so many guys in high school felt like that was, like, the way to go. It's not.
It's not.
I mean, maybe it's, like we said, for some, make sure it is. How about that? Make sure it is something.
Yeah, there's someone for everyone.
I had this guy that was like sending me poems, and then I did a Google search because I was, and it was.
I didn't know that.
I'll tell you who it is later.
What poem?
It was all Googled. Like he just Googled it.
I know, but like, what poem was it? Like,
in a just bad cheesy poems. It was so pretty.
Oh my gosh!
Like not even good.
That's hilarious.
But I just knew things that I knew he couldn't do it. I knew he couldn't write it himself.
Yeah, it makes me cringe.
So he plagiarism too.
Yeah.
Gives me the ick.
He's dishonest.
No, but yeah, because it's a try hard. Yeah. That's what it is. It's like, are you genuine? Unless you're like a really good musician.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you don't have to. I don't know. It's a try hard.
It's just, I mean, even if they were a really good musician, I think that I would still like crumple in on myself and want to die.
Because you don't know what to do when they're singing at you.
You're just like,
you're being sang at.
It's like, I just want to disappear. Great. I just want to like shrivel up and disappear so that I don't have to be in this moment any longer. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's how it makes me feel.
Yeah.
And by golden retriever, I just mean like, yeah, if you're just like super nice and just really like accommodating to my every whim. Yeah, I just feel like they're a pushover and that kind of just, I can't deal.
Yeah.
Freaks me out. It icks me out. I need a guy who's going to be, I don't want to say fully mean to me, but it's like that. It's like that clip from Nick.
Or you want it
on The New Girl. Stop yelling at me or you make me fall in love with you. It's like, that's more of the vibe I'm looking for.
Yeah. Yeah. And especially in like, it's a fantasy world too.
Yeah. So it's all
you don't want to hear about, that. So I get it.
We don't need to read about awkward moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. So why don't you give me your second, your second ick?
This is one that, really gets me going. And grinds my gears. But again, this is completely book related and fantasy related because I don't want anybody getting offended with this. But in books, I can't stand when it gives me the ick. Hometown, like first love characters that are like the love interest is a first time love, hometown, clearly emotionally stunted. Like needs a lot of maturing. And the main, let's say it's a woman, like main woman, has the best characters to choose from. All of the plots.
So are you just talking about Sweet Home Alabama?
No, I was actually talking about Shadow and Bone. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise. But no, that's what it reminds me of when you're talking about. Because I actually really like Sweet Home Alabama, but I could see how that would bother you.
But he's salty in a good way. Like, he's emotionally unstable in a good way. You know? Because he's not the nice... Okay, maybe it's more like that home... It's very specific. The ick is the hometown... guy that it's your first love. You really should be like going and doing some more exploring in life.
Exhibits toxic behaviors to you.
Yeah, but he tries to be nice guy.
Yeah.
That's what really it comes down to is like a nice guy who's not actually nice.
Okay,
no, wait.
I literally have that written here. I have that written
I just said it in too many words.
Bad boy who's actually not bad at all is what I wrote down.
So that's both of our second icks then.
That's crazy. Yeah. We did not talk about this.
Purposely.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not good. I don't like it either.
Yeah.
It just feels like if you're going to have like the bad boy trope or the morally gray trope, it's like you have to actually take it there. Yeah. Like you can't just be a bad person.
And like don't be a bad boy and then go like full 360 in books. Like, you know? Like, I feel like Recent is like, he still does bad things, but, you know, he's also nice and genuine at heart. You know, it's like
there's a big difference there. I agree.
We're talking about like, I mean, a lot of people's like, you know, experience with their first loves and stuff. And they're just like, they're trying to grow up too. But like, you have the opportunity to be with the Darkling and you're going to be with this guy.
Oh my God.
Wildly specific. But you know what I mean? Like, that's the best example I can think of is like that kind of.
Well, yeah, it's funny because like I said, I literally put that, but then I also have small town romance on here.
So yeah, mine is kind of like a blend.
Yeah, so we'll just clump those together. That's interesting. Okay, we have that in common.
Yeah, that hometown, especially like because we're talking about books here, so like they go through all this plight and like growth and journey. The woman usually does, and then the guys stay the same. And then we know that they're jerks.
He just doubles
down. And they
down.
still end up falling in, like, they're being in love and getting married, and they just happily ever after. But it's like, oh, but he's so bad, and you had all these options, and you had so much growth.
Like,
and
is that going to last?
He had no personal growth.
Yeah. No self-awareness.
No self-awareness. And he still is trying to play the nice guy when we all know he's not.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And it's one thing, it's like, there's a big difference between being, like, a mafia boss... And, like, being just a guy who gaslights you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yes. It's, like, that's very different. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I think that's just, it's a line. And I think it's also, like, a lot of us probably are icked out by that because we probably dated a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
So, okay, so then I'll just check those ones off. Yeah. Okay, so my next ick is miscommunication. It's
frustrating.
The worst. Yeah. It's the worst. I can't stand it. Every time it happens, it's just like, I just want to scream at the characters like, hey, maybe if you just had a conversation or picked up the phone or like just talked things out for 5 minutes, like the whole plot of this wouldn't occur. Yeah. It drives me nuts. Yeah. I have a really, really hard time with it.
I can see that. Yeah. I agree with that. Miscommunication is dumb.
Yeah. It's just, and I feel like there's not even that much to say about it except for the fact that it's like, I'm supposed to be reading a book about adults.
Is there a way that you think that miscommunication can be written well?
I think so. Like, if it's part of like a really complex, intricate plot, where it's like, it's not necessarily miscommunication. It's just like you don't have all the information yet. That's
as the reader.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Like, what if the reader doesn't necessarily know it's miscommunication?
That's fine.
Okay, so you don't like miscommunication when you, the reader, have to know that it's miscommunication? Yes. Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
It's terrible.
Like, you want to like pull your hair out like this isn't fun. You guys are just talk quick sentence.
It's like when someone thinks that they walked in on someone cheating, but that's not actually what was going on. But then instead of like talking it over and figuring it out, they just decide to break up with them and then like not talk to them anymore. Knows. And we know everything.
And then nothing ever happens.
And then nothing gets resolved, or maybe it does, but it was like a long, tumultuous journey to get there when someone could have just been like, hey, what was going on? This is what was going on. And then that would have been resolved.
Yeah.
I cannot stand that.
Yeah. It's brutal. You're like, I don't want to read this many hours about this. Let's go.
Exactly. It just makes me feel like the characters are just kind of dummies, you know, that don't have any adult communication skills.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's my next one. What do you got?
I got idiot boys making rash decisions. Idiot boys. Not thinking things through.
And by boys, we mean men who act like boys.
Oh, yes, 100%. Not people that are learning and growing
Not
up.
actual boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they act like boys.
But they act
that's
like
why I call
men
them boys.
who act like boys.
Men
I think
like
that's
boys.
just a general
idiot
ick
boys. Yeah, that's
everyone.
I mean, that goes on everything.
Everyone's like, yeah, no, like who's gonna say, like, you know what? Actually, I love that. I love it when they're just dummies. It's great.
Yeah, maybe. There's a billions of people in the world.
Yeah, if that's your thing,
something for everybody. You know,
I could totally, yeah. I mean, that's like a universal, like I said, as close as you could get probably to a universal thing that people don't like.
There's a book that we're reading right now that we won't say in case people are reading it. No spoilers. And there's a character that's driving us nuts.
I know who you're talking about.
I know.
Without you having to say anything.
I know, you know. There you go.
Mm-hmm. And especially, I think, like, men with power, too.
Oh,
like, that's extra frustrating. Like, when they have a lot of power.
Like, no! Gosh, no! Who let them have this? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then they just keep making dumb decisions after dumb decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I can see that.
Oh, what's your next one? What's your next ick? What really grinds your gears?
In books.
Yeah.
Pregnancy.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. I don't want to read about that.
Especially, like, the unplanned pregnancy in the midst of, like, freaking war. Like, what are you guys doing? Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Come on.
Seriously. I mean, and it's like, I don't even necessarily... I don't want to say that I hate it. It's just, it sets a different type of tone to the book that, like, I'm not necessarily, like... I'm not invested in it for that reason.
Well, I have 2 kids, and I agree with you. You know, like, I don't want to read about it. I don't want to read about it.
I want to read
Some people do, though, but, you know, it's like...
It's just not for me.
It's almost kind of, to me, it's like a, oh, no, I don't know what other drama to create. Let's have a baby.
Yeah.
In the books. I mean,
I don't want to say I'm icked out by, like, marriage in books, because I'm not. But it's almost kind of like, that's on the borderline. And again, I am married, too. But it's kind of like this, like, having too much emphasis on the wedding part freaks me out in books.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's not what I'm reading. This is not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
I'm here for, like, the epic battles and the spicy scenes. I don't necessarily need to know everything about everything else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when, like... It's just, okay, happily ever after things were, like, so crazy.
Yeah.
And, like,
ties
nuts.
It together too easily,
like,
almost.
Yeah. Things are too easily tied up. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, what do you got?
Okay, this is a funny one.
Okay. I'm ready.
Because we need to talk about this, guys.
Okay.
People have opinions. And I think it's all the same. Okay, journey stories.
Oh.
Okay? But not just journey. Let me keep going. Journey stories. Okay, they're on a big journey. They've been trekking through the woods for like 2 weeks.
I love it.
They are going to have a love scene, and there's no hygiene involved.
The sweatier, the better.
No, absolutely not.
We're talking about who? The Witcher? Like, I'm sorry.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Coming from the lady, what was the Gollum? Okay.
It was Hunt dressed up as Gollum.
Yeah, so
and that was just a costume. So joke's on everyone else.
Yeah, well, doesn't matter though if he's been trucking through the woods.
No, I get what you're saying. Just
a quick shower, a quick wipe down.
But there weren't showers in medieval times.
Okay, a quick wipe down. You got a canteen, don't you?
Maybe they don't. Maybe they're running low.
I don't know. I got different priorities than you.
Maybe they don't have a stream nearby.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Things can get really intimate, too.
I mean, and they just, like, ride horses all day, so they already smell like horses.
I guess.
Maybe they're just used to it.
I guess. Well,
what are the options?
It takes me out of the moment. I'm like, ugh, they've been in it. They've been riding in the mountains for 2 weeks.
It is a consideration to take. But a deterrent...
No.
I would say it depends on the situation.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. See? We don't have the same ick. There you go.
Yeah, that doesn't ick me out, but I do understand. I feel like...
Well, I feel like not everything could be written. Like, they could go do that. And that's what I've made myself think.
Like, they're just taking baths.
Yeah, listen. There was a popular one where they took a bath first, and I appreciated that. I was like, that's good. That needed to be said.
Wait. Now I'm curious.
Because she was, like, in a really gross situation. It was one of Sarah J. Maas's books. I don't remember which one, where she was, like, in the sewers.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's either that or a different one I'm thinking of.
Yeah. I mean, I get where you're
I don't want to,
like,
give away the characters because we're being spoiler-free, even though I've already said some things.
I mean, it's okay.
Then I was just like, I appreciate that. Because I was really like, what? They're gonna what?
I feel like if you're in the sewer, that's different than just regular, like...
Fair enough.
Trekking through life. Because, I mean, in the medieval times, it just would have been what it is.
I know. I couldn't have survived.
But that's not necessarily the same thing as going into the sewers. That's, like, extreme version, you know? But I will say, like, what's interesting is, like, I feel like it would ick me out for myself.
Yeah.
Like, I would be, like, more icked out by me than I would be about them, if that makes sense. Because I'd be like, oh my god, I haven't showered in 2 weeks.
No, I feel both. Like, both. Yeah.
I think that would freak me out worse. But then it's like, you almost have to kind of accept it. Like, if I'm going to be gross.
True.
And you're going to be gross.
We're just gross together.
We're just gross together.
All in this toilet together.
Exactly. And you just have to be cool with it.
Exactly. Who says that again? It's driving me nuts. Exactly. It's Adam Driver. Exactly. How do you not know that?
I don't know. Favorite. I do really like it.
Insert meme.
Wait, yeah, what is that from?
Insert GIF. I don't know. It's from it's either his movie or it's from an SNL skit. He goes, exactly.
I don't know. We'll have to look it up.
We'll look it up later. But anyways, I think we got time for one more ick each. What do you think? Or do you have?
Yeah,
are you
that's
done?
Fine. I've got one more.
Okay.
So this is kind of a weird one because I don't like it, but I feel like that's just because I have not found a book where I like it. So I really dislike bully romance a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like my personality style is like if a guy was mean to me like that, like I want a guy to be mean, but not to me.
Okay, yeah.
Does that make sense?
That's good to clear up.
Yeah, like I want a guy to literally be not nice to everyone else but me.
Yeah.
And by nice to me, I mean... not any of that other icky stuff that we talked about. Like, no poetry reading or anything like that. I just...
like, don't be fake about it.
Don't be fake. Or
just treat you like a human.
Treat me like a human.
Treat you like an equal.
I feel like bully romance, like, tries too hard.
Yeah.
It's like you're going out of your way to just be rude to me. And I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I 100% agree.
And it feels really weird. Like, because in real life, if, like... it's one thing if you're, like... role playing, like, be mean to me, that's different. Okay, this is not what we're talking about. If a guy were to come up to me in real life and be like, I have a crush on you, but I'm just gonna, like, say mean stuff to you or be rude, I'd be like, kick rocks. Like, literally, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I don't
it's
like
that whole, like, oh, he's mean to you because he likes you. I'm like, let's not do that. Okay?
Yeah, I feel like...
let's shut that down for our kids, because it's dumb.
Because I agree.
Because then I feel like it, like, they'll expect that. Anytime a guy's mean to you, then that's okay, because he likes... like, no, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's really problematic.
It's very problematic.
But I do understand that some people like that, so, like, that's completely fine. But for me, personally, I feel like initially my reaction is like, ew, no.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, if we have a common... like, if we like each other and we've made a common agreement that under certain circumstances you're going to be quote-unquote mean to me, that's different.
Yeah.
But just, like... the whole, the bully romance thing, I have a hard time. But like I said, it might just be because I haven't read one that I really like yet. So I guess, like, if you have some really good ones, let me know. Send them to my DMs. Change my mind.
Oh, okay.
What do you got?
What have we got? This probably goes along the line of something we already said, but I'm going to say it anyways, and you tell me.
Okay.
If it's too similar.
Okay.
I don't like clingy, overly protective.
Okay, so by overly protective, we need a clarification.
Like, you can't do anything. You can only stay in this room with me forever, and I won't let you see anybody. Tam.
Or like the Beast.
Well,
it's like that meme. Well.
So he just needed to, like, break the curse and everything. I guess I could see some similarities.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well. It's literally just like the same facial likes to rush it over and over again. Whoa.
I'm just gonna say Tam Tam because y'all know what I mean. Who's read it? Because listen, look, he didn't have any growth. And he made bad choices for like ever. Like, okay, you proved that you can handle yourself in this fantasy world. Okay. And too bad. I'm going to lock you in here forever and you can't ever leave. Like, I saved the world and you're not going to let me leave. That's overly protective.
So, okay.
That gives me the ick.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
No, you can.
Well, I'm not. I just need more clarification. Okay, so because I feel
clingy is like, you can't go anywhere without me ever. I need to be attached to your hip. That kind of overprotectiveness. So that's like the basis that I'm starting with. Clingy.
Okay, so this is where the differentiation or whatever I need clarification on, okay?
Got it.
What if a guy is like, go out and do whatever you want to do and live your life and be who you want to be, but I literally have a room in my house that has security cameras that follow you around all day because I have to know what you do because I'm psycho. So you're allowed to do whatever you want, but I'm also psycho enough to like make sure that I know what your every movement is. Not because I'm trying to necessarily control you, but because I have kind of like touch her and die vibes / obsessive.
That's not really about you though. That's more like about other people coming to you, you know, like
right. Like if someone were to, it's not about what you do. It's what about those other people.
I'd
might
be like,
do
you're wasting your time, you weirdo.
I know. I just go to Target.
Yeah.
That's all.
Why are you doing this? So weird. Okay.
Oh, well, I guess you went to Pilates again. What a time.
What a time. I mean, it might. Like,
I don't even go into Target.
Probably at first, I'd be like, okay, you'll just get over that real fast because I don't do anything. But like, it would probably get old to me real fast.
See, I don't know. See, that appeals to me. So like weird. The clingy, weird. So like the clingy guy
it's clingy, more like I don't like high school clingy. Like I gotta follow you around everywhere like a puppy dog. It's kind of like that. I don't like that. That kind of clingy is more what I'm talking about.
I just want like a Batman to like.
Just make sure you're safe.
Yeah,
like that doesn't bother me.
I'm safe all the time,
no,
but like
that
in a kind of obsessive, crazy way.
I get it. Okay, this is where I'm trying to say. What I'm trying. Look, listen. Look, no way to say it. Look, listen. Okay, it's the overly protective, but like jumping to conclusions. Crazy guy. That's like, oh, you walk next to that guy. Like, I'm gonna fight you, both of you. Like a guy was near you that in Target. Like that's the overly protective. Like it's misdirected.
See, I like that. Okay, so
I'm happy for you.
Yeah. So like I would like let's say I'm walking down an aisle in Target.
Like
okay,
this.
Like this. I'm bouncing around happily, like happily in my own little world.
This is bouncing back and forth in her chair.
And like. I'm just taking my time, looking at the book section, not really paying attention to my surroundings, and some guy walks by and, like, checks out my butt, okay? Mm-hmm. But I never know it.
Yeah.
I want the guy who sees that on the Target security camera because he's already hacked into the system and then kidnaps that guy.
Okay, yeah, whatever. That's different.
And takes care of him in his own way.
That's not overly protective.
He's never been heard
Maybe
from
I have the wrong word for it. He's never heard from again. And we're not talking about real life, guys. Calm down.
No. Definitely not.
Sorry.
But do you see what I'm saying?
Okay, maybe I have the wrong word. Maybe it's not overly protective. Misdirected protective.
Well, are you thinking like, I think you're thinking controlling too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want a guy
who can be overly protective in a way. Controlling.
I don't want a guy who's controlling.
Clingy and controlling.
Yeah, okay, so you don't like clingy and controlling. I like obsessive and crazy. And that's the thing. They really can go hand in hand.
Yeah, they can blur together.
They can blur
together.
I'm having
a hard time separating it.
Yeah.
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 There we go.
So we'll take from that what you will.
Figure it out because we sure didn't. I think we got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's a topic that is open to interpretation. And it's probably on a spectrum of difference depending on what people like.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
okay.
I
have one honorable mention that I just feel like people will appreciate that someone said it because everybody feels the same way.
Okay.
Just when books are being written and we're reading them, and they mention watery bowels.
I can't believe you said that.
I said it. Because we've had to read it so much.
So many times.
Guys, what? A little bowel.
Like, type it into the synonyms online and come up with something else.
I do not think any one of you is okay with that. I don't think any one of you doesn't get an ick when you read that.
seriously, like, if you like that, let us know, because we're curious.
We'll take a poll.
Yeah, we'll take a poll. I'm pretty sure it's 100%
It throws me off every time. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay.
It's like, almost kind of funny.
Like, what? Yeah, it's funny because, like, find the watery bowels. Even saying it.
Ew.
Oh, but like, and there's only so many ways you can say it, and it like gets the point across.
Yeah.
Like, we all know, but do I want to read it? I don't know. Just say it makes her nervous.
It's not even a trope. It's a micro trope. Just
it's not a trope. It's just an ick.
It's just an ick.
Just an ick. There you go.
I love it. Okay.
So what are we doing now, Liz, with this information?
So this is where things get interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take all this information that we've gleaned today, and we are going to do some research, and we're going to come up with a book to essentially make each other read.
Yeah.
That has as many of the things that we don't like in it.
Yep. So I got to find a book for her with all her icks.
Yeah.
She has to read it.
As much as you can.
As much as we can.
That's realistic.
Yeah.
And then same for me.
Yeah.
For Ashley. And so we'll give those to each other, and then we'll read them, and then we'll report back to you guys in a separate episode about how that went. If you guys want to follow our journey, though, then make sure to follow us on Instagram, where we will post the books, we'll post updates about our reading, and then I think I'm going to put together some Fable clubs for those too, so that if you guys want to buddy read any of these with us, you can. Because I think that would be fun. Yeah. And that way you can see, like, the kind of step-by-step, like, you know, commentary that we're making about these books.
And if you guys have any recommendations in the comments, if you're watching on YouTube, or DM us, if you have any recommendations for my icks and Liz's icks, send it our way.
That'd be super funny. So that's what we're the plan.
Do.
So I feel like we're probably pretty ready to wrap it up.
No, we're not ready to wrap it up. We got to do Smash or Pass.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Oh,
we gotta
sorry.
Do Smash or Pass. Okay. So I've got mine locked and loaded.
Oh, wow. Let's go. Hang on. Let me get mine locked and loaded. I need to lock it and load it. Got it. Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first because this just like goes with it.
Okay.
To me.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
Mine is so
settle
weird.
Settle a debate.
Mine is not at all related to this topic. It's just going to be right off the wall for you. Okay.
We're just going to come full circle on mine.
I'm ready.
Oh, I just got a better one.
Okay.
I'm like, for that too. I'm having a moment. Okay. No. First idea.
Okay.
Tamlin. Settle a debate.
Smash or Pass Tamlin?
Smash or Pass Tamlin. Oh, look at that. Not an instant answer. You got to think about this one.
Well, because...
As you know him now.
Do you want to know why I'm hesitating?
Because, like, why not? Have a fun time.
I'm hesitating because he's blonde, and that gives me pause.
Oh, that should have been on your ick.
It's not, though. It's not necessarily.
It gives me pause. Not his behavior.
No. Because you're not asking if I'm going to be in a relationship with him.
Just Smash can be just generally speaking.
Okay, I'm going to say Smash. Because why not? Because he's a fae. It would be interesting.
Yeah.
He's a shape-shifting fae. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Same reasoning. Don't think about him as a person.
Yeah.
As a person, pass, but yeah.
Yeah, he's not a great guy.
Yeah.
But otherwise... Okay, so mine is totally out of left field.
I'm so excited. Let me take... Good, go.
Okay, you ready? Okay. In general, a ghost.
Pass.
What?
You're not? I don't want to.
If you had the opportunity to smash or pass a ghost, you'd pass.
Yes.
Okay, this does not make sense to me. Okay.
How?
Because it's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost. Exactly. Pass.
But it's an opportunity.
I'm not going to be no Rosemary's Baby situation.
No, it's
you
not.
don't know that.
No, I do know that because I just made it up.
That.
If
this is how she got into that mess.
Exactly. If you know that no, it's not a creepy ghost.
Well,
it's just a ghost. If you're not going to be haunted, it's not going to possess you. Like, there's nothing like that. It's like literally just a ghost.
Pass. I'm good.
I can't believe that. That's so weird. And to me, that's weird to me. Okay. I feel like you would say yes to that for the same reason you would say yes to Tamlin, because it's the opportunity arose, and it's weird.
Pass.
Okay. All right.
Can't.
I mean, obviously you guys know where I stand
out. The room would be cold. There's a lot of reasons.
What if
Things
it was
would be
like
misty.
What if it was like your husband from the beyond?
I mean, he's not dead.
I know, but like, what if it was your husband from the beyond?
Then you have to, let's, we'll come across that when it comes, I guess. Maybe it's in the future, coming back as a ghost.
Yeah.
That's called a dream, Liz.
I mean, same.
Okay, well, dreams, whatever.
Oh my
But
God,
as a ghost, no.
Okay.
No, well, I mean, as my husband came back, if he had died and came back, okay.
Okay.
Fine.
So we found the loophole.
Weirdo.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
kidding.
And on that note,
Perfect way to wrap it up.
thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed this ride with us.
Yeah,
today.
it was a good one.
Make sure to drop your icks down below. We'd love to read them.
And any book recommendations.
And we'll probably do one day an episode about responding to your guys' icks.
Yeah.
So.
Or tropes that we love the most.
Yeah, for sure. For sure we'll do that.
Why not?
Yeah.
And remember, don't forget, this is the most important takeaway from this episode.
This is everybody's homework.
If you have a Disney photo,
oh my gosh,
send it to us if you're okay and want us to share it.
Yeah, if you just want us to see it, that's fine. Just specify.
Yeah.
If we can share it.
Yeah.
Because we cannot wait, please. Doesn't have to be Disney either. Just a ride photo taken from the ride that you think is hilarious and want us to see because we will die laughing.
Yeah, it'll be
so excited.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, before you go, follow us and subscribe to us on YouTube, anywhere you listen to your podcasts. Go and, of course, follow us on Instagram and all that.
Yeah.
And you guys, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.